All right, working class beer reviews is looking at Budweiser. Yes, the king of beers. This is Missouri edition here. They have changed the names on some of the cans and bottles. This is a 16-ounce aluminum pint bottle. I get these at Casey's. They have this and Bud Light on special for two for $2.22. So I figure that's a pretty good deal, especially for a single, because the 25-ounce cans are getting up. Then they're in price. They used to be around $2.50. Now they get creeping up closer to $3 a can. I can't believe it. It's crazy. So I used to, a little background, personal background on Budweiser. I used to not like Budweiser that much. I don't know, maybe it had kind of a negative stigma about it and all, but in recent years I've gotten to where I like the rice beer flavor. That's what the recipe for this is: barley malt, rice, hops, yeast, water, obviously. Tap into your beer, first thing that pops up, 5% alcohol, and then 145 carbs, 10.6, or I'm sorry, 145 calories. My apologies. 10.6 carbohydrates. You look on the history of it. Introduced in 1876, Budweiser has become one of the largest selling beers in the United States. It's available in over 80 countries, and obviously it's a filtered beer. It's not like a draft beer or anything like that. So it is the flagship beer for Budweiser. It has been outsold, I think, in recent years by Bud Light, the light version of Budweiser. So I've got this cool little Budweiser glass. I've used this in reviews before. I think I used it in Michelob, I can't remember. So I'll pop that. These keep them pretty cold too, so I like that. Right down the center, just like they talk about. So a good substantial amount of head. This, you look at old advertisements, you check out videos of brewers' videos and stuff like that. You'll see that they want you to pour directly down the center. They want this collar foam to come up. I know, I'm probably going to talk about this almost every time. It releases esters, and it's just the proper way to do it. But this is also where you get a lot of the aroma. Yeah, it's a good aroma. Like I said, in recent years I've gotten to where I really like it. It's not as sweet. It's closer to a dry beer, which is my preferred style, which they really don't make a whole lot anymore of. That fad's since gone away. Yeah, it's got a little bit of sweetness, the barley sweetness, but the rice, I think, is really what dries it out a little bit. Ascending bubbles. Pretty. You know, like I said, these bottles are nice and cold. So let's give it a taste. Sorry, I'm outside. We just redid the backyard, tilled it all up, spread some grass seed, fertilizer, put some straw down, so flies are having a heyday back here, I'm sure, and all. So sorry if they come up on the lens. Yeah, it's very clean. It's not strong. It's one of the lighter flavored premium lagers. But I think back when I didn't used to like it, it's because I drank light beer. And it's a little stronger, a little more flavor, and so I found it to be like, ooh, it's too much. But once you dip your toe into the craft beer world, this is nothing. You know, this is very light. People love to hate Budweiser because they're so big. AB InBev, Budweiser back in the 2000s got, I don't know if they got bought out or merged with InBev, so now it's called AB InBev, Anheuser-Busch InBev. They make all sorts of different brands. Bud and Bud Light are probably the biggest sellers. Bud Light obviously is the biggest seller. Honestly, Busch Light around here is equally as popular. I can't say that it's more popular than Bud Light because there's a lot of Bud Light that goes out of here, but Busch Light is huge around here. I can't believe it. Can't believe people pay as much as they do for that stuff. Let's try some more. Very refreshing. Hey, look at all these flies. Good Lord. This is ridiculous. Get out of here. But, you know, it's about 80 degrees out. Perfect temperature. Pretty nice. Something like this would be great on a day like this. It'd be good with sandwiches, burgers, hot dogs, tacos, you name it. Pizza, salad, anything. You know, it's one of those beers though, because of the company, because of the stigma with people, the craft beer, people hate large corporations like this because they feel they drive the price up and they squash chances for other companies to thrive. I don't know if that's true. I could possibly see how that works in the economic world, commerce, things like that. But you can't sit there and say they don't make a good product though. I'm sure their quality standards for production are just outstanding. I bet their brewery's like a lab. It's probably spotless. Yeah, I've gotten to where I really like the smell. I remember I tried some of those cheladas, and after I drank those Budweiser cheladas, I went back to drinking regular Budweiser. I could actually taste the savoriness, like in the chelada, in the Budweiser. I've always described it as it has a little bit more of a savory flavor than sweet. So yeah, it's not one of the oldest beer brands, but it's an older one. It's a legacy beer for sure. What people would call a legacy beer. So yeah, I'm sure you find it everywhere, literally everywhere in the United States. So I can't sit there and say if you find it, try it. You will find it. It's whether or not you have tried it. Most people, you know, in their 20s and up have. You know, some people though haven't, you know. But anyway, enough babbling on about nothing. It's a good beer. I rate it I rated it 4 out of 5. I'll give it that. I don't really rate, but I don't subscribe to Rate Beer or anything like that, or Beer Advocate, because I know they'll rip this thing. They don't rate it very fairly. But anyway, thanks for watching this video, and let me know what you think about your experiences with Budweiser. Budweiser, Missouri. That's where I live, Missouri. So obviously it's going to be very fresh. I don't know where the date is. Oh, November 22nd, 2019. Actually, it's not that fresh. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys later.